guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about our flip house and going over all of the numbers for that property and that investment. Now, if you guys are not familiar, I do have an entire playlist of the renovations start to finish, and this video is mostly just the numbers and going over everything like what we bought it for, what we sold it for, our profit. And I'll also be talking about what is next for us now that we have sold the property, because I have a feeling that this is the start to a long future ahead with investments and flipping properties and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and get into it. You're gonna hear me refer to it as the Big Lake House. That is what we had always called it, and I didn't really want to say that on any of the videos then because I didn't want to give away our location at the time while we were working on it. But now that it is done and over with and sold, anytime that I am talking about the Big Lake House, I'm talking about that flip house. So we bought the Big Lake House in September. If you see me looking down here, I've got all the information here. So we bought the Big Lake House in September, and it was an off-market listing. We actually, our realtor had found it for us, which he had found it on like a Facebook group somewhere where investors were trying to sell properties. And so basically we bought it from an investor, and that investor had bought it off of auction at some point, and I don't know the numbers of what that investor had bought it for, but we ended up buying it from him for a price of $225,000. My then boyfriend, now fiance Avery, was actually able to buy it with a conventional loan, so we did go that route. Now, I don't know how often we will be able to go with a conventional loan. I think from this point forward with future investments, it's definitely going to have to be business loans or like renovation loans. We may be able to do more conventional loans. I'm not 100% sure yet. We have some big news and I don't want to give it all away, but as far as this house, it was a conventional loan. Now, we did hold on to this property for 8 months, and I think if I could go back, that would be the one thing that I would work on harder, which is not holding a property for that long. We were very wishy-washy during our renovation. Like, a lot of the time we were like, okay, let's speed through this because we're paying these mortgage payments. But then the other half of the time was like, okay, let's really slow down, take our time, figure out what we're doing here, because this was our very first property we have ever flipped. We did have like some help from mentors, but every single thing that we did was new to us. And it's like every project, like every time we started the next project in that house, it was something that we had never done before. So we really wanted to take our time to gain that skill, but also it kind of sucks because you're paying that mortgage every month. That is something to keep in mind if you are going to flip houses or get into real estate in that way. You want to get these flips done as soon as possible. We definitely are keeping that in mind for the future, but that's just how the cookie crumbled this time around. We did hold on to it for 8 months, but we also learned a lot. So with that, I'm gonna go into how much we spent on this property between the down payment, the mortgages, materials, and labor. We did do most of the labor ourselves, but there was definitely a few things where we had to hire it out just because it made more sense. And then also closing costs and realtor fees. Now, the closing costs we had to pay on the buying end, which I know is very weird and not typical, but because we were buying it from an investor, that's just how it worked out for us. So we paid the closing costs on the buying end. So now with all of that, our all-in was $68,165.10. But you have to keep in mind, that's the down payment, the mortgages from September to April, materials, labor, closing costs, and realtor fees. So although I think that there were some spots where we maybe spent too much money, I don't think that was too bad. Going into our next place, again, there are some lessons learned. I can only imagine how much more we would have spent if we hired a lot more of the work out. So I think we did pretty good. And now that you guys know the numbers of how much we put into there, I'm gonna talk about the sale of it and how much we made. And my favorite part about this actually is that when April came, we were getting it ready for the market, and then eventually we got it on the market as like a soft launch. I think that's what our realtor called it, where we didn't like, no, it was a coming soon. Yeah, so it was a coming soon is how we had listed it, and we were setting up like tours and open houses, and we ended up selling the house in 3 days while it was on coming soon. Like, it wasn't even completely live yet. We didn't even get the pictures listed on the websites because it had sold that fast. It did sell for full asking price, and the buyer paid our closing costs. So that is something that we're definitely really proud about, especially because this was our first flip, and I don't think we really could have expected any better. Like, I think that was best case scenario. So our full asking price was $347,500. That was the full asking price, and because we got a full asking price offer, we did get that. And then, like I said, they paid the closing costs. So at the end of the day, our profit was $43,894.93. I would say for our first flip, that is pretty dang good. I think we're very proud of that, and it encourages us to go ahead and do the next one. Now, obviously, we need to talk a little bit about all this because it is August 28th when I am filming this video, and we did sell the property in April. It was April 30th, so it was almost May. That is a long time frame. All of the videos that I've been uploading are from the past. So obviously a lot has happened from April to August that we are really excited to share about. You guys can expect a lot more regular content coming out because of all of the craziness. I've been collecting content, and I still have been filming and making videos. It's just been rough. Like, there's been so much going on, so much that I am so excited to share. Some things maybe you guys are expecting, some things you probably have no idea about, but what you can expect from this channel going forward is more investment type content. And also, I know I have not been very good about it as of recent, but I promise there are more furniture flips coming out. I know a lot of you guys who are subscribed to my channel really love those furniture flips, and so I don't want to take that away. But also, I am really, really excited about these bigger investments and flipping houses, not just flipping furniture. So there may or may not be another property that we bought, hint, hint. And I'm not going to spill the beans quite yet. You guys are going to have to wait for some of the next upcoming videos to see what that's all about. I'm gonna keep this video to the Big Lake house and what you can expect, maybe or maybe not more house renovation videos or house content, but also those who have been patient on the furniture flipping, more videos are coming your way. So with that, please like this video and subscribe down below if you guys aren't yet. We are almost at 10,000 subscribers. I think we're less than 200 away, which blows my absolute mind, and I can't thank you guys enough. But otherwise, stay tuned for some really exciting videos coming up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.